We lit live. This is WBPC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on out there in radio land? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day, really, man. Hey, yo, man. Houston, you're done making me happy. We're in the 70s. It's feeling good outside. A lot of people say it's too chilly. I think it's perfect right now. So with all that being said, man, I got a hot ass artist coming your way, man. I want you guys to really get in tune with it, man. And we were just talking off air and everything, and do plug into the whole situation, man. And he got not just one hot track, but a lot of hot tracks. Young CEO, what's going on, man?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. Shit, glad to see another day, man.
Hey.
Shit, enjoying this pretty weather out here.
Hey, that's what it is, man. So, originally, I was, reading about you and doing my research. Originally, man, you from the East Side, man. Channelview, what's going on? Where you at with it?
Man, right there over there, man, down the street from Fair High School, man, right there off of I-10 and Mercury.
Okay.
Born and raised.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. There's been a couple people. Kirkle came out of there.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I think
Yeah,
it was Jeremy,
Jeremy.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, so
sir.
there's been a couple cats that came out there. So now you're on the move, man. So what's been going on? What you got going?
Man, we getting ready to, roll out this big record, man. My new single is we re-rolling it out, man, through Sony, man. So shout out to Sony, man. We re-rolling out that Orchard Bag, man, by yours truly, young CEO business, baby. So we getting ready to roll that out actually this Friday, man. We got some
Yep.
big things coming down the pipeline for 2026. So this will be like the last single that I will be rolling out for the 2025 period. So
Okay.
like I said, we got a lot of big collabs coming up, man. Me and DJ Cho, we got a big album on the way, man, called Twerkle Olympics. So
Okay.
trying to, get them club bangers back in the clubs, man, and like keep people dancing and on their feet.
Yeah, they
And then
living, man.
yeah, definitely be on the lookout. Me and Sauce Walker actually got a big collab too for the Texas Louisiana region.
Okay.
So yeah, we got a lot
That's
of big
what's up,
stuff
man.
on the way, but right now, man, we just
Mm.
focusing on, just breaking this Orchard bag, man, getting people aware of like the type of music I got going on and who I am as an artist as well.
I like this, man. Growing up, who's some of your inspirations, man? Who you listening to?
Man, so we just seen it recently on the verses, man. No Limit and Cash Money,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Like
real.
they was two big influences. And then even like moving forward to more like kind of more present day, I would definitely say like Ludacris was a big influence on me as well, going into the 2000s. But it's crazy 'cause, like for to say I do rap, man, I was a big R&B lover, man. Like
Wow.
even to this day, like I like listening to a lot of old school timeless music, man, from like the New Jack Swing era.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
paying homage to like people like Ace Town that came out of Houston, Jodeci, Keith Sweat,
That's
Johnny
real.
Gill. So I was on that type of vibe, Bobby Brown, but then I started to transition to the rap, going into the 2000s, because that's kind of like what pretty much raised
Yeah.
me on top of the R&B music.
That's real though, man. But see, and then you think about it, like music was just hitting on all cylinders back then. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like and when I listen to you, and this is no knock towards anything. I think it's a praise. Like I can hear the Pimp C a little bit,
yeah,
like
yeah.
just the cadence a little bit. I can definitely hear that, man. So how would you describe your sound?
I would definitely say, I let the fans choose it, and a lot of people say I'm more like I've heard that. Like, if I had $1, man, for every time somebody said that, man, I'd be a rich man. But at the same time, I still feel like I got my own unique sound that just gives like a Pimp C swag, basically.
Yeah, player
But like
type.
I said, oh yeah, I'm on some more player pimp type shit, like just keeping it real P out here in the streets. Like one thing a lot of people respect about me, the people that actually know me, I'm not out here like, typical rappers that's capping in my rap. Like almost by I say 100% of everything you hear in my raps or my lyrics, I've actually lived through at some point in my lifetime.
That's real. That's real. I like that, man. Now, let me ask you this: Houston's on the map right now, club wise. How do you feel about the club scene right now?
Oh man, the club scene booming more than ever, man. Shit, like we ain't no different from Atlanta or Vegas or Miami.
That's real.
Houston like the new like Black Hollywood, if you ask me.
That's
It's
right.
like everybody want to come to Houston, and honestly, we that transition kind of started like right after Hurricane Katrina, which was like 20 years ago. Cause I've been in the club for the past 2 decades, so I watched it grow steadily over the last 20 years. So
That's right.
I would say definitely like, and even like after the pandemic, like we was one of the first cities that was open after the lockdown. So it's like
Yeah.
we was a more open to like turning things up for people and welcoming people to come to our city to socialize and have a good networking space. So I would definitely say like Houston club scene is very heavy like right now. Like I would say we definitely in the top three in the whole nation.
Yeah. I definitely think right now the club scene is definitely the hit, the spot. Everybody
Oh
trying to
yeah.
come here. Everybody,
Yes.
man.
Oh yeah. Everybody want to get that Southern experience, man. Like it's nothing like it. Like I mean, even though I was born and raised in Houston, I've lived in multiple cities and states over the last 10 years, and I still say Houston is like one of my top ones to this day.
Give me a good itinerary, man. On if we're going on in the club scene Friday through Sunday. Give me a good itinerary.
Man, it really just depend on what type of vibe you going for. Like if you on something like me, I'm in a 25 and up club. So it's like we usually, we normally go to like third ward, can't go wrong, go to the spot, get you a nice little pregame dinner or something or brunch at like Frozen Paradise over there off of over there, it's like over there off of Blodgett,
Okay.
right across from TSU. It's
Yeah.
nice little cool little vibe. And then if you just trying to hit the scene, you can go to Dome, you can go to Playground. It just depends on what type of vibe you looking for. And then of course
That's
you
right.
got like all of the different like little smaller boys like D&D. You can go to the strip club. Our top three strip clubs probably between like Pink House, Area 29, and maybe Onyx.
I
Just depend on. Huh?
I'm gonna still say Onyx, man. But shout out to my guy Wired Up, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
I just think Onyx throughout the years have always have been on point. Like it never
yeah,
changed. It's just it's there. I remember when I used to come here, and the first time I came here, we went to Pink Monkey downtown. Then
yeah.
we went to Metropolis. There was
I
another
remember that. Yeah, they been around for a while.
there was another spot.
Metropolis,
There was another spot. I don't think it's there anymore. My cousin took me there. Coco Loco, I think that's what it was.
Loco.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was an old spot for sure. I think it might have got damaged when they had that real bad. I think it was a windstorm, like or some kind of tornado storm they had like a year ago.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think it got damaged, but yeah, that was definitely one of them spots back in the day.
yeah. It definitely was, man. Let me ask you this, man. And going into the music, we got Archer back. This is hey, it's up there, man. It's up. So,
Yeah.
how did it come about, and why the track?
I mean, Archer Beck was one of them personal tracks for me, man. Honestly, it all stemmed to, man, shout out to my nigga June, man, because Jonah James was actually the producer. He was the keys behind the beat. And I kept telling him he was like one of the first producers that I worked with in the game when I first started rapping. And me and June go way back. Like I'm talking to like high school. This was even before music. And I told him, I said, man, I ain't gonna stop till we get a hit. Like I feel like I had to work with great producers like DJ Cho's, DJ XO, and I feel like I had, hits with them already. But I said, man, I told June, I said, man, we gotta get us one. And one day, I'll never forget, it was summer 2024, and I was at his house. And he was just going through beats because he always hit me up, be like, man, see, yo, I got some beats for you. And normally I try to,
Yeah,
cop by at least 5 or 6 beats off him at a time so I could, keep making music and doing what I love. And Archer Beck, when I first heard the beat, it was probably one of the first 5 beats he played.
yeah.
And I said, that's the one right there. And I just remember like just mumbling some lyrics, trying to like we wasn't even in a recording studio session. We was just at the crib vibing, listening to beats. And I just remember like I said something like, if you a bad bitch, I'm trying to use a rubber tonight.
Yeah.
And that ended up becoming like a part of the hook. And then, I went home, got in my own studio and started writing. And I wanted to spice it up, man. Cause at first, originally, I was supposed to be actually on the hook where it says Archie Beck, bend your knees, throw that ass.
Okay.
And I said, man, one of the great mentors like B King. was a very big influence on a track like that. So I said I wanted to kind of take that same approach to see how it would turn out. And next
That's right.
thing you know, it was last October, and we got in the studio, recorded it, and boom, the rest was history.
Hey,
So I
listen.
like that track was real special to me. You know, I had plenty leadership and influence like from DJ Cho's, watching how they moved, you know, when they first came out with their hits. And I said I want this one to be one that it's just me on the track without a feature to see like if I could do this on my own. And
That's right.
man, we ended up making a hit that's basically on the way now.
Hey, and I like the fact that you challenge yourself because in this way, a lot of people it's easy to go that route. It's easy to go, oh, I can get somebody that's known for that and just go with it. But I like the
Yeah,
fact that you went out there and said, "Hey, yo, man, I want to know if I can sink or swim myself." And I think a
yeah,
lot when you challenge yourself that way, it makes you go even harder.
yeah, most definitely. And honestly, I wasn't like it was just a regular day when I recorded it. Like, you know, it was a great day because, you know, the energy and everything was there. Like it was probably even to this day one of the most lit studio sessions I've had to this day.
Wow,
You know, we had the girls in there, everybody smoking, we vibing, we drinking, and
that's
they,
right.
you know, they you would have thought we was in the club, you know, and we was just in there handling business.
Yeah, yeah,
But nah, it was definitely one of them tracks that I took a liking to, especially after I heard it. And I was like, man, I didn't expect it to turn out or sound as good as what I thought. I just went into it with like, man, you know, I'm making my not my first twerk record, but what felt like my first twerk record by myself.
yeah,
So I was just like, you know, I was very proud of myself, man, for, you know, getting there, handling business. And I want that to be like how when Juvenile made his back that ass up, you know, back in '99.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted that to be like, you know, my single that I want to break that people knew me for.
Yeah, and I think too is that when again, even whenever I play the record, that when that beat drop, it just hey, it's time to go. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
think I don't think a lot of times people realize like how frequencies work and they understand like when the beat go, oh yeah, we moving, we grooving. You get what I'm saying? So
yes,
you were definitely in the pocket with that. As far as this, is it going to be off an album, or EP, or are we just putting the singles right now?
Nah, we definitely gonna be pushing albums eventually. Like I said, like this actually, Archer Bay is actually gonna be one of the singles that's gonna be on one of my 2026 albums. But we just trying to, you know, push out the single right now so people can first obviously get familiar with who Young CEO is. And like I said, we're gonna have a lot more tasteful tracks that's gonna be coming behind that. Cause my idea and my whole plan is to definitely drop at least two projects, one at the beginning of the year, one at the end of the year. And of course, I'll be dropping singles in between that y'all can look forward to being on one of my projects.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I like this, man. I like this for you. I think too is that a lot of people what's the word I'm looking for? You bring back good dancing music, and not and don't get me wrong, you got the sexy reds, the glow reds, and everything else like that. But this is something that is just fun, and I think we
Yeah.
miss that, and especially in this day of age right now, where it's just a fun record.
Yeah, yeah. And that's one thing I like about my artistry is that you can get a vibe like what you can expect to hear from me is a mix of current generation and the old school generation
Right.
that comes together to make one powerful record.
That's real. That's real, man. You got the video out right now, going crazy with it, man. The video
Oh
is
yeah.
cold. What was the concept behind the video?
Man, honestly, like when we did the video, even to this day, like it was a definitely different compared to some of my other music videos. Like this was just like a naturally fun record. Like it was basically like very, very simple. Uh, like it basically just came down to like who can arch your back the best.
Yeah.
And we had like a little contest where it was like me, June, and my boy K Vocals was on there as the judges. And then we basically was just kind of like trying to like portray an image of like, hey, when y'all go to the club, we need to know if y'all can arch y'all motherfucking back. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people these days, you know, they on their bed and bougie vibes, and they want to sit in the section and pop bottles. And I'm like, man, who really out here dancing? Like last
Yeah.
time I checked, like we got it's two reasons we go to the club: to drink and for the women to arch their back. You
Exactly.
know, and
Exactly.
And I t- and I t- yeah, and I talked about that even on like one of my most recent songs that's gonna be on the Twerk Olympics album with Chose. I said, man, you had to get behind some ass and play your part till you pulled it. Like it wasn't no
That's
just
real.
standing up, man. Like trying to be cool. Like you really had to go out there and swing your bed, and like that's one thing I'm big on emphasizing. Like, man, like you had to really talk to a woman back in the day if
Yeah,
you really wanted to like get in with her. So and I tell people a closed mind never get fed.
yeah,
Like, I mean, I understand, the times have changed, but I want to take it back, to where we can get back into that mode to where we can get the women dancing, get people vibing,
yeah.
and getting people more like just talking to each other again on a bigger scale where just everybody not just so privately secluded, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, but I think though too, there was and for you what you're saying is there was a pride when you got that number on your hand. You know what I'm saying? There was
Oh yeah.
when you got the number on your hand, I'm like I'm locked in. I'm locked in for real. So it's like you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying. It was like a badge of honor because like hey, it wasn't just oh yeah how you dress, but it was also how hey yo, sorry, what's going on? Trying to get with you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see what's going
Yeah.
on. You know, it was an aura about you. You had to have that. Nowadays, it's just like, oh yeah, like your shoes look good, and then you're in there, bro. You literally had to really talk to these females, yo.
Telling you, man, for real, for real. And like, it's crazy because, like I said, music has changed so drastically over the years. Like, I was even asking this girl the other day, I was like, man, and I even asked you this, like, who do you feel like was a bigger artist? And it had to do, it was on the lines of like, Young Boy, NBA Young Boy just had like his tour and everything. And I was like, who do you feel like was a bigger artist between NBA Young Boy and Lil Wayne? Because they're
Mm,
both, two great artists. They got phenomenal fan bases coming out of Louisiana and really they're nationwide. And
uh-huh.
I was just like, I just feel like, I tell people like a boss is measured how you bless others, right?
Yeah,
And it's not to say that NBA YoungBoy doesn't have, other artists underneath him, but the thing that Wayne did with Young Money and produce people like Drake and Nicki Minaj, that's a hard thing to do. Not just
yeah,
off of just the music, because I mean, Lil Wayne is known worldwide.
yeah,
And I just feel like if we would have had the tools that this generation had with social media and, all of these streaming, like it would have been a whole different story. I feel like even more people would have got turned on to Lil Wayne. Like back
uh-huh.
then, it was like you talking like late 90s going into mid 2000 when I
Yeah,
feel like Lil Wayne was the most relevant. Hell, we barely even had, I don't even know if we had Facebook in 2005. And if we did, it was barely coming out.
yeah, yeah. And you think about it, man, and see, Wayne had a lot too. He had the mixtapes because
Hmm.
and a lot of people don't realize that the streets were heavy, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I can't tell you how many times somebody had the drought 4, 3, whatever in their car. Cause I always felt like if I made it into the car, at least I'm in there with you. I ain't going nowhere. You ain't cleaning that car out anytime soon. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I always felt like that. But I also think too is if there was like a Spotify or anything, I think he would have just like Elvis type of Beatles type of feel. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, most definitely. Cause like I said, like Wayne is just not a nationwide artist. He's a worldwide artist. And it's like I said, it's nothing against NBA Youngboy. I feel like he can maybe be compared to the Lil Wayne of this generation. But in my personal opinion, I feel like Wayne was a bigger artist,
That's right.
like I said, like I can remember like even like all the high artists would go to like Vegas to perform or have a residency. And every Memorial Day weekend, everybody knew they was bringing the hottest of the hottest to
Really?
that city. And man, it seemed like Wayne and did Vegas so many times. I'm like, he just respected on an elite level, even
Yeah.
though it's two different age groups of artists. Cause like I said, young boy, man, great artist, man. Like I said, he know how to pack out a stadium
Yeah.
for sure. But at the same time, I just feel like Wayne covered all the bases from like, producing hit artists as far as well as being a great artist himself. And he wasn't just a rapper, like man, he had kind of dive into like pop, rock. I mean,
It's
he
the
was just well,
skateboarding, all that.
Yeah, man, he was just a phenomenal artist, and I would definitely say he would go down in the legendary books as like how we consider like a Jordan or a Kobe or
Right.
LeBron of rap. You know, I would put him up there with like a Tupac, honestly,
That's real.
because Tupac was one of my favorite artists of all time. Like it didn't get no better than Tupac because he was so real and
That's
authentic
real.
that you couldn't even hate on it. And
Yeah.
if you was hating on him, man, you was just bad for business.
It definitely would, man. I think though too is, man, is that I think Wayne had a lot of validity. So meaning like he had, like, even to this day, people still talk about it. People still know these words, heart to heart, word to word, everything. My letter's so soft. Duffel bag boy. And this is even before like lollipop or anything else like that. Like he had hits, he had records, and I think that's what's missing in this day of age is that I don't think with the mixtape game that helped so much because he was out there so much. He was Wayne, 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 and then he put on Nicki, Drake. We can say what we want to say about Tiger, but he's still relevant, regardless of whatever the case may be. He's still out there. You get what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, nah. Tiger definitely made a name for himself, man. I look at like any artist that done did a song with Chris Brown, Leaks, like you definitely was well known. You might not been the best, but you still went out there and made a name for yourself. The same way, like we talked about the great Pimp C, and that's kind of like how I look at my career. Like Pimp C wasn't the best, but he was so respected. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like he was
That's
so
real.
respected in the game. Like you had to love him. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't, you was just like I said, you was just a pure hater.
That's real. That's real though, man. That's real. That's it. I ain't gonna hold you, man. So and for you, see, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You've been out there doing your thing, bro. I'm seeing you in off the porch. You're doing interviews with them and everything, man. How are you feeling, man? How is your mental?
Man, my mental good. Like, I mean, it goes up and down some days because, like I tell people, like, it's not easy, juggling a music career, being a full-time father, also being a full-time entrepreneur as well, and then trying to have a personal life outside of that.
That's real.
So I tell people, like, man, like, whatever you do, like, what you put in the summer is what you gonna get out.
That's
And
real.
like I don't want to be that person that like I feel like I had any regrets. I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have done that. Like once I start something, I intend on finishing it. So,
That's
you
real.
know, I can't really be too hard on myself, man. A lot of people don't even know, like, man, I only been in the game barely 2 years.
Mm,
And a lot of people been thinking I've been doing this for a lot longer, but I came from like a crossover from a poetry industry before I started rapping.
no,
So it just kind of fell naturally into my hands and I took it and I ran with it. So, once you get me started, like right now, we running. But like I said, now it's time to start sprinting it, because like I said, we got a long marathon to run.
that's
So
real. That's real.
it's
That's
time,
real.
it's definitely time. I feel like 2026 gonna be one of them years for me. Like I said, we just tying up some loose ends for the Q4, man. We in the last quarter. And by next summer, man, I definitely believe Archie Beck gonna definitely be in like the top 10, club records for the US right now. So we just trying to, keep on pushing, market this thing and manifest what we came to do.
Hey, that's what it is, man. I know we talked about the up and coming project, but can you go more in depth on the one with you and Chose?
Oh yeah. So like man, right now we actually got two of those singles out already. They was actually released in 2024 by the name of Turn Around and Get Some. And that was like two of the first records that really kind of got a lot of people and fans talking about, well, damn, who is this new guy on the block?
Yeah,
It's like you going to a new school and it's like everybody trying to figure out who you are.
yeah,
And then the fact that now not only did we just have, not just one track, but we had two. And that relationship, man, like it's almost like I tell people, like DJ Cho is a special individual, man. Cause not only he know how to make hits on a production side, but he know how to do it on the vocalist side as
real,
well.
real.
So like when people ask me about like me and DJ Chose, it's like me and him work together like damn near just as good as like a future and Metro booming. You know what I'm
That's real.
saying?
That's real. That's real.
So man, I look forward to making plenty more projects with him, man. Like I said, he one of the few that's in the rap game that's not super Hollywood. Like he done came to some of my events before. I done came to some of his events. Obviously, we done shot, a couple music videos. And now we at, I believe, 7 full tracks right now.
That's what's up. That's what's up, bro.
So,
I'm excited for you, man. I think that's gonna be a big one. I think that's gonna be a big collaboration, man. I think that will
oh
be.
yeah, most definitely. Like I mean, like I said, Twerkle Olympics gonna be one of them ones. Like you gonna get no skips on there.
Yeah.
Like I listen to it unbiasedly. Like I've even had a hard time trying to decipher, like, okay, which one is my favorite track because not one track on that album sound the same. Everyone has this unique sound. And it's like very, like I said, even listening to like the stuff that we did almost 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, it's still competing with what we currently are producing.
Yeah, that's real. That's real, man. I like this. This is real dope. See, I ain't gonna lie, man. So where can the people find you, man? Everywhere.
Man, I can find me a Young CEO business that's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If y'all looking for me on Spotify, Apple Music right now, we got it as Young CEO the plug. That's YUNG CEO DAPLUG. Bosses.
Hey, man. Make sure you guys go check out the Archer Back videos out, man, everywhere and everything else like that. And I'm definitely playing records. So it's
Yeah.
I definitely think, man, you got the recipe right here, Joe. I ain't gonna lie, you got the recipe.
Nah, I definitely appreciate that, DJ Malone. Like I said, man, it's been an honor. Like I said, it's been a pleasure, man. Like I said, interviewing with you. Like I said, man, everybody just can't get up here and just vibe out every day,
Yeah.
Like I told you, we live in a bad and bougie world, man. So it's always respectable, man, to be around humble people, man, people that store, they do their research and we vibe out.
Hey, man. Hey, that's my job is to make you give it to me. I dish it out, give it out to the people, man.
Yeah.
We got to get back to really trying to promote people and putting people on, man, and actually doing a good job, man. So that's all it is to it, bro. And I know Archie back. Also holidays. Anything we got coming up for Christmas, man? Any wild spectacular?
Oh man, other than I mean, my birthday coming up, man. A lot of people don't
Okay,
even know. Like, if you know, you know. But yeah, my birthday coming up in December, man. I'm actually 2 weeks before Christmas, so
okay,
I think honestly, man, the way I'm gonna bring it in. I mean, we know we got Thanksgiving coming up. Y'all could catch me at the Bayou Classic, man. Southern
okay,
versus Grambling out there in New Orleans, Louisiana.
okay.
Definitely got some more content, like I said, for my post release this Friday coming up, man, with Archer Beck, man. So we about to see make it do what it do. And then obviously for, Christmas, we typically like to do like a toy drive.
Yeah.
So over the years, like I would say definitely over the last year or two, I've collabed with No Sleep Management with
Okay. Okay.
D Boy and EXO and all them boys out there in Houston. And they normally host like a celebrity basketball game, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I normally like to try to collab with an organization just so I can give back because like I said, we try to do at least 1 to 2 different like giveaways a quarter, depending on which quarter we in, but definitely like around like that back to school, we do those type of
Yeah.
drives, and also around Christmas where we try to like help people that's less fortunate than we are.
Hey man, that's all it's all about, bro. Once you get to a certain stature, you got to go back and reach that hand back out, man. So
Oh
salute to you
yeah.
on that, man. Uh,
Nah.
make sure you guys go check it out, man. Archer back and everything. Chicago 77.3. Before you go, man. I always ask artists they can do a drop for me. You're gonna say
Oh
your
yeah.
name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yo, man, it's your boy, Young CEO, Business Baby, and I'm here right now. I'm rocking with DJ Malone. Bosses.
Boom, explosions, fireworks. Make sure you guys check out everything that he got going on. Please run him analytics up, please, and thank you. And go ahead, man. And ladies, arch your back. Arch your back for me one time.
3 rules, baby.
Definitely, man. Chicago 77.3. We out. Wow.
We lit live. This is WBPC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.